Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, July 28, 2022. The moon continues its transit of your sector of joy in the first half of the day, and the need to express and enjoy yourself is with you. While you may not readily find the ideal outlets for this energy, you could discover that expressing your playful side even in small ways is helpful. The moon later heads into your work and health sector, and you begin to focus on the more practical tasks that need your attention. You might enjoy piecing details together, although personal interests can compete for your attention. Productivity increases when you're enjoying what you are doing, but it's best to avoid overdoing things. A social and sweet day lies ahead for you. Our two benefics in the sky will smile upon each other, ensuring a more festive and fun vibe. In fact, if you try to focus on putting your nose to the grindstone at work, you'll feel like you're spinning your wheels and getting nowhere fast. Cut out of work early if you can, and make some exciting plans with your partner or crush to step out on the town and do something unique that you've never done before. A new restaurant? A new venue? Shopping in stores you've never been to? These could all provide a nice change of pace which you will enjoy tremendously. How can you let conversation spiral in a productive way? There is much to discuss when Venus in Cancer squares Jupiter in Aries. You may feel incredibly excited to banter, spar, debate, and deliberate with your co-workers throughout your workday. Although this square is good-spirited, there is potential for slight discourse if you are not careful. Jupiter-Venus may expand upon a comment or point, encouraging a larger-than-life conversation. Make sure you focus on keeping the conversation light and fun so that there are not any issues within your immediate work community. You are probably feeling restless with your image right now, and thinking of making some drastic changes to your appearance. Don't do anything too hasty. You may wish to spend a few days thinking about the changes you'd like to make, perhaps doing some shopping around or checking out what others are doing over the internet. Remember that your identity starts on the inside rather than the outside. Perhaps you should consider spending some time getting to know who you really already are. You may make some interesting discoveries. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. Are you worrying too much about things you can't control? Of course, that's human nature. But right now you're carrying a hall pass that allows you to roam around the trouble-free zones. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. You'll want to turn that busy brain of yours off today and just relax. Sometimes your mind races from one thought to the next, and you can wear yourself out worrying about things. Today is a great day to concentrate on the present. Do grounding physical chores around the house. Clean out your attic or basement. You'll feel good if you focus on physical activity. Welcome to the get up and go energy of a vibration. Whatever you have going on this day, you are sure to have plenty of enthusiasm and energy. The optimism that you feel is a wonderful asset when working with others. You will find it even easier to be encouraging and supportive. Make plans to leave some time for later on in the day so you can get together with friends or family, if possible. You're sure to enjoy both your professional and personal activities today. Having the moon in your work sector in the heart of the working week is always an advantage, keeping your instincts sharp while giving you an intuitive read on work and job matters. Having come full circle from last month's new moon, this could see things come together on the job front while an alignment with Venus is also linking into the laws of attraction. This could create some unexpected, serendipitous or eureka moments, and especially when you are willing to trust your heart and gut. In between the moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday and its return to your relationship sector tomorrow, the focus needs to be on the spirit of romance. This first visit since Venus left was a chance to capture her essence and the romantic desires and expectations the planet of love left you with last week. At the same time, ahead of the moon's return to your relationship sector tomorrow as a new moon, this is a chance to first take a wait-and-see approach. Our eyes in the sky. The morning should be a peaceful one as the moon continues its journey through dreamy Leo. You might have received psychic messages while you were dreaming last night, so be sure to write down any astral plane encounters that stick in your head. A mystical vibe permeates the air all day, making it the perfect time to start your morning with a spiritual rite, meditation, or nature walk. The universe is looking for ways to connect with you, especially when the moon forms an alliance with fantastical Neptune this afternoon. Look for synchronicities or angel numbers, and pay attention to any emotional shifts that come on suddenly, because you could be having a psychic or empathic experience. This evening, Lady Luna forms a helpful connection to Pluto, which is an excellent time to take a cleansing bath or perform a house blessing. You might also want to take a second to honor your ancestors, because the veil that separates us from the other side is slightly thinner now. Be sure that you're using your voice over the next several weeks, especially if you find that other people are trying to dominate you or take you for granted. The day's astrology is quiet until the Leo moon aligns with Neptune in the early afternoon, leading to heightened idealism and confusion. Our guard is down, which is not a bad thing if we are in the presence of trusted friends and confidants. However, we are also liable to see the best in others, even when they have demonstrated evidence of their character to the contrary. Instead of placing our faith in something outside ourselves, we can use this time to relax, meditate, or throw ourselves into an artistic practice. Zoning out to mindless entertainment is also a relatively harmless way to pass the time. Because we are self-centered, we see information through a lens of our history and mythology. The stories we share highlight our personal exploits as triumphant feats or cautionary tales, always with a moral to convey. There is nothing wrong with centering our experiences or the powers of our own intellect. We do this daily in small ways, no matter what sign Mercury is drifting through, as our realities are subjective. However, we should be mindful that dominating the narrative can be distressing for the other person in the conversation, especially if someone is trying to have a legitimate heart-to-heart with us. There will be ample time to play the role of both the storyteller and the audience member throughout this transit.